with gun violence on the rise in Hamilton, there's been another shooting, the 39th of the year, according to police. It happened in the East End in the area of Cochrane Road and Hickson Road sometime between 2:30 and 3 a.m. Police say a man was walking when a silver two-door Honda with two men inside drove up to him, and one of the men in the car began shooting. Police say the victim waited until 6:30 in the morning to report that he was shot in the foot. He was then treated in hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Police say there's nothing to suggest that this shooting is connected to any of the others. With more on the recent uptick on gun violence in our city, we're joined by Emily Taylor in studio tonight. Hey, Emily.
Hi, Matt. There have been 13 brazen daylight shootings in busy areas of our city so far this year. And people downtown today tell me that's part of the reason why they're scared to spend time in the neighborhood. The violence has become so apparent that the federal tax court building, that's right next to City Hall, they're closing their doors. And for the first time, the mayor is responding to the move, calling it disappointing and problematic. Maureen Edorodion owns TNN House of Fashion on King Street East. She says she walks through Jackson Square to get to and from her shop because she's nervous wandering around the neighborhood.
It's not safe. It's right out there where people passing, you know. What about if somebody passing and they just get a shot just like that? It's not good. Me, I walk in the mall. I'm free to walk on that side. This side is no good. There
have been 39 shootings across Hamilton so far this year, eclipsing the 35 that happened in all of 2023. Here's a look at the gun violence that happened just in the past 2 months. Well, it's an issue across the city. Many of the incidents are concentrated in the downtown core, and many residents are feeling uneasy.
Well, I have my personal business to do, so that's why I'm downtown. Other than that, downtown has nothing. It has changed a lot.
I said I don't go out after 9.
Though that isn't the case for everyone.
I can walk when I close my spot at 11 p.m. I have back walking home, and I feel so safe.
I can see where some people be quite worried about it, you know. I'm not concerned about it, no, not really.
The Federal Tax Court of Canada here in Hamilton has closed its doors for good, saying the public and staff members felt unsafe due to a number of gun violence incidents here in the area. In an email to CHCH News, the tax court points to a shooting that happened in broad daylight at a busy transit terminal down the street from the court's Jackson Street location last month. One man was shot, and 15-year-old and 21-year-old males faced charges. Hamilton's mayor today calling the court's decision to shutter problematic and disappointing.
It's disappointing that the federal court is making that decision. It's problematic, and you know, I'm not pleased by it. Let's put it that way. I think that they need to take some responsibility for being part of a community instead of just running away.
Hamilton police can't point to why exactly gun violence is on the rise, but say they've increased patrols in areas deemed high risk, like the downtown core.
Our dedicated shooting response team is addressing all of these shootings within our community. We're actively working to combat the gun violence within our community.
Matt, in addition to the shooting response team that the Hamilton police have now made a full-time program, they say they're increasing community engagement as well as updating their technology and changing up how they deal with violent repeat offenders. That's because of a new bail reform bill that came into effect this year. Back to you.